Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to share a story that sounds almost unbelievable. It is the story of how I turned a simple $600 investment into a $10 million auditing success story. And no, this isn't about some lucky stock pick or a get-rich-quick scheme. This is about strategy, mindset, and a powerful framework that you can apply to your own life and career. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have the exact blueprint I used. So, let's rewind a few years. I was just starting out, feeling a bit lost, and I had exactly $600 to my name that I could afford to invest in myself. It felt like a tiny amount, especially when I looked at the massive goals I had. I saw people achieving incredible things, and I thought, how can I even begin to compete? Maybe you felt that way too. That feeling of being at the bottom of a huge mountain with just a pair of sneakers. I knew I couldn't buy my way to success. So I decided to invest that $600 not in a thing, but in a skill. Specifically, a skill that solves a huge, expensive problem for businesses. For me, that was a specialized area of financial auditing. I spent that money on a niche online course and a few key industry books. It wasn't glamorous. It was late nights studying, practicing, and learning everything I could about a topic most people find incredibly boring. But here's the secret. Boring often equals profitable. While everyone else was chasing the exciting new trends, I was quietly becoming an expert in a field with very little competition, but very high demand. My first audit wasn't for a big corporation. It was for a small local business owner who was struggling to make sense of their finances. I helped them identify inefficiencies that saved them a few $1,000s. My fee? A small fraction of their savings. It was a win-win. That first small success was the spark. I reinvested that small fee back into my education and tools. I bought better software, took another advanced course, and started networking. I used the results from that first client to build a case study. I didn't say, hire me. I said, I helped a business just like yours save thousands. Let me show you how. This is a crucial mindset shift. Stop selling your time and start selling results. Your value isn't how many hours you work. It's the size of the problem you solve. From there, it was like a snowball rolling downhill. One client led to 2, then 4. Each time I documented the process, refined my methods, and increased the value I provided. I started to see patterns, ways to systemize my auditing process to make it faster and more effective. This is the second key. Create a repeatable system. Don't reinvent the wheel every single time. Build a machine that consistently produces results. Your personal audit machine. I moved from small local businesses to larger regional companies. The problems were bigger, the numbers were larger, and the savings I could find for them were astronomical. My fees grew accordingly, but I always pegged my compensation to the value I created. This builds immense trust. When a client knows you only win when they win, the entire dynamic changes from a transaction to a partnership. Now let's talk about the $10 million triumph. This wasn't one single audit. That's a bit of a headline grabber, I'll admit. It was the culmination of years of applying this system. It was a major project for a multinational company where, over the course of a year, my team and I identified systemic inefficiencies and billing errors that, once corrected, resulted in over $10 million in verified savings and recovered revenue for them. And my journey started with that $600 course. It wasn't magic. It was a deliberate, strategic climb. So, how can you do this? First, identify your $600 investment. What skill can you learn that solves a painful, expensive problem for others? It doesn't have to be auditing. It could be marketing optimization, logistics consulting, software development, or even personal organizing for high-net-worth individuals. Find a niche where you can become a go-to expert. Second, master that skill. Become obsessed with it. Go deeper than anyone else. Use your initial investment to get the foundational knowledge you need. Your goal is to be able to generate a tangible, measurable result for someone, even if it's a small one at first. Your first win is your most important piece of marketing material. Third, build your system. Document your process. What are the exact steps you take to get that result? Turn it into a checklist, a framework, a signature method. This not only makes you more efficient, but also makes your service look far more professional and trustworthy. People buy systems, not guesses. Fourth, sell results, not time. Frame your offer around the outcome. Instead of, "I'll be your consultant for 10 hours a week," try "I'll implement my 3-step system to reduce your ad spend by 15% in 90 days. See the difference? One is a cost, the other is an investment with a clear return, and finally, scale with integrity. As you get bigger clients and charge higher fees, never lose sight of that core principle. Your success is tied to their success. Always deliver overwhelming value. Your reputation is your most valuable asset, far more than any single paycheck. That $10 million project happened because of a reputation for excellence built over hundreds of smaller projects. This journey wasn't overnight. It was filled with challenges, moments of self-doubt, and a lot of hard work. But it proves that you don't need a huge bankroll to start. You need a strategic mind, a commitment to mastery, and a relentless focus on providing value. That $600 wasn't just money. It was a bet on myself, and it's a bet that paid off beyond my wildest dreams. So, what's your $600? What skill are you going to master? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear what problems you're passionate about solving. Your journey starts with that one decision, that one investment in yourself. You can absolutely do this too. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this valuable, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more content on building real sustainable success. It helps the channel more than you know. Until next time, keep investing in yourself.